Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to Wizardry Workshop. In this video, we're going to open the Wizarding Trunk. And you know what? I actually got two boxes on the same exact day. So we've got this one and we've got this one, but I'm not going to do them both in the same video because that would be a long video. I think I'll save the big box for last. I know which boxes they are, I just don't know which is which. So let's just get into this already. Oh, one thing I should say is if you're interested in signing up for the Wizarding Trunk, I work exclusively with them as a magical subscription box. So I do a whole bunch of the graphic design and I work with them on items for the box and stuff. So, I mean, I already know what all this stuff is. I've already seen it, just not firsthand. Anyways, here we go. So this is the Mischief Makers Box. So this encompasses, basically it's inspired by both Weasley's Wizard Wheezes and the Marauders. So first off we have this feather, nice little feather quill. I love the colors. That's really bright. I did not realize that it was such bright colors. None of this stuff is going to surprise me as to what it is, but what it looks like in person may be a bit surprising. So here it is. We've got this amazing looking Wittershins Presents, and it is the Autofill Quill. The packaging for this is not anything too special, really. I didn't do this one. I did do something for this, which we'll get into later. We'll do that at the end of the video. Stick around for that. But yeah, this quill, that's really great. I love the details here. Wonderful. Love the color too, nice and soft. It is a real quill, so if you had some dipping ink, you could actually use this to write on paper. Let's pull this one out. So this is Poltergeist Repellent. This is by Alchemy for the Skin, and it is actually bug spray. So if you use this, it will actually keep the bugs away, which is perfect for me because, man, mosquitoes love my blood. Now we're getting into some interesting things. I designed the box for this, and it is the Eavesdrop ear. It's inspired by extendable ears from Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. This is the Wittershins Joke Shop instead of being Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, but it's very similar. They're supposed to be like a very similar shop, like just a magical joke shop. So yeah, I wanted this to look kind of like a circus-y type theme, so that's what I did there. And let's take a look at what the actual product looks like. Styrofoam out of there. Here we go. And it's just a couple of ears on a string. And they are hard. They're not silicone or whatever. They're actual like resin ears. But yeah, there you go. It's just a prop item. It doesn't actually do anything. But yeah, looks pretty good. I guess you could like drape it over your head and like wear them if you wanted to. You could do that. Okay, I don't know what's going on. And the back of the packaging does say, leave this ear lying around for hours of eavesdropping. Place it over your own ear to hear all the conversations you miss. So it's almost like a secret bug or something you could put in somebody's room and like come back and listen to it later. All right, next up, this I believe is the cheat sheet. So yeah, that's the cheat sheet. And as you can see, it has just a whole bunch of kind of magical joke shop looking stuff. A joy for the mischief in you. And it has like this, it says the biting boomerang, a looking bomb that goes off with a bang. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, there's the a fire-breathing chicken, just a whole bunch of weird stuff. So there you go. Next, I'm not gonna do that one. I wanna save that one for a little later. Next, let's do this box. This, I believe, is the potion. Let's take a look. That is an interesting color. for a potion. So this is called the Metamorph Mixture to help aid you transforming from human to animal. There we go. And it has like a little charm on it that has Sirius Black or a character who looks like that with a half him and half wolf, which is pretty neat. So if we take a look at that magical swirl, man, I made a potions video where I tried to like sort of recreate the Wizarding Trunk's swirls, but man, they do it so much better. You know, one thing I will say about this is the color of the potion is kind of strange. Like, it looks like chocolate or something. I don't know. Like, I don't dislike it, but at the same time, it's not my favorite color for a potion. I don't know. So that's that. All right, let's go for another item. There are 2 more items in boxes that I designed. So here we go. Here's the first box design, or the next box. I did this one, and the third one in there. Yeah, it's the Biting Boomerang, and this is kind of like similar to the Fanged Flyer from Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, just, you know, kind of a different idea. And all these boxes were just so fun to design. Like, I don't know, just so fun to design. I love the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes style designs in Harry Potter, and the way Mina Lima did it is so perfect. That's what I tried to kind of capture in this packaging design. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. But let's take a look inside the box and see what the Biting Boomerang actually looks like. And here it is, guys. I did not design this. I just designed the box for it, so just so that we're clear on that. But there it is. It's a little smaller than I imagined it being. Like, I thought this would be like a full-size boomerang, but you know what? It's just a prop to display anyway, so I'm not too worried about, like, if it were any smaller than this, I probably wouldn't like it. This is probably the smallest I would go for this Biting Boomerang, but it's pretty good. Do I look like I have weird creature eyes? Right there. There, that looks about right. Yeah. It is made of resin, so you're not going to want to throw this. I don't think it would come back, and it would probably be broken wherever it landed. So there is the Biting Boomerang, box number 2. We are going to go ahead and... Oh, wait. Oh, there's more in here I forgot about. Okay. Yeah. So here, let's do this one next. This is my favorite box design that I did for this Mischief Makers box. Like, I just love this packaging. Stink pellets. It looks, I don't know, and it looks great. The quality of printing is wonderful as well. Here's the back of it, so you can pause it and read that if you want. But let's take a look at what the pellets actually look like. And there you go. We've got an orange, red, yellow, and purple ball. And these are just hard resin balls. Just painted resin balls. They don't do anything. They are just purely for display purposes only. So it would have been nice had these actually like had a function. I know that would be difficult. Like if they were softer maybe, or like, you know, like stress balls where you could squeeze them or something, that would be really cool. All right, next up, I'm going for this. This is something that I did not have any hand in doing. So that is a key. The Wizarding Trunk does like a set of keys. So they have kind of an ongoing thing where they do keys, and this one is a key to the Shrieking Shack. And it's actually on a keychain, or a key ring, which is pretty cool. And it's got all 4 paws of the Marauders right here. That's actually one of my favorite keys that they've done. What else is left? Okay, so this pin. You might recognize this if you have been following me for a while. This I did design. This is basically a Dolores Umbridge pin, a Dolores Umbridge character. But yeah, this is some artwork that I drew, and it's been turned into a pin of Dolores Umbridge juggling some pins, and the wheel actually turns. How cool is that? Let me know what you guys think of this pin, because I think that's just awesome that it's been turned into something physical. All right, there's only 2 more things in here. Or no, there's gonna be 3. I forgot, this is not the cheat sheet. This is the same artwork from the cheat sheet, but it is a postcard. So this is the same exact artwork we looked at for the cheat sheet, but then on this side, it's just a postcard on this side, which is cool. I will say that it would have been nice to have a different art or something, do something different with the cheat sheet, because it's kind of weird that we got 2 of the same prints, but you know. Next up, another item I designed. This is a Witterson's Joke Shop catalog. So if we take a look in it, it has a whole bunch of items in here that Wittersons would sell. We have our Biting Boomerang, we have the Daydream Potion, which came in a Wizarding Trunk before, we have the Eavesdrop Ear, and then we also have Poltergeist Dice and a Pixie Pack. So the Pixie Pack is 6 ounces of live pixies, and the Poltergeist Dice are basically haunted so that they will always land on whatever you want them to, as long as you and the Poltergeist get along. So everything in here I designed, and I thought up all of this stuff pretty much. We've got Cuckoo Cookies right here. These are the Witterson's confectionaries, so it's got like all these different things. We've got Lemon Dream Pie here. We've got Jumping Jelly Beans right here. We've got Inflating Flan and a Shrinking Shortcake. So there's that. And then the next page, we have a full page ad for the stink pellets. This was so fun to design. And then we've got the classics here, the Spy Specters, the Itching Ointment. We've got the Misery Mask, only at Witterson's, as you can see. And then right here is the Autofill Quill that we did get right here. But as you can see, the packaging is a bit differently. I am going to go ahead and allow you to download this packaging if you want, and I'm going to show you how to get your quill to do what it's doing in the picture. So if you want it to look like that, it's a free download for you. And like I said, after the unboxing, we'll get into that DIY. And then the last page is just some information about Witterson's. You can pause and read that if you want. And before I move on, I will say one more thing about this catalog. The Wizarding Trunk sent me a bunch of these that they're going to allow me to also sell on my Etsy shop. So if you want one, once this is gone, it's not going to be on my shop again. So this is pretty much the only chance you're going to have to get it from my shop. So if you want one of these Witterson's Joke Shop catalogs, they're on Etsy right now. Go head over to my shop. The link's in the description box below. All right, let's see. There is one last item, another one which I did design. It looks very similar to a certain magical map. And we've got the footprints right here. And if we open it up, it's got all these different kind of magical swirls and staircases and rooms, and it also has names in here, but you're not going to recognize them. Basal Ebludderdom. They're hard to read. So right here, there's some handwritten notes. It says, any ideas on what we should call this magical map? R.L. So that's, you know, Remus Lupin. The Mischief Map, P.P, so Peter Pettigrew, could be, maybe. And then we've got, I prefer we be known more as bandits or pirates rather than simple mischief makers, S.B. That could possibly be, you know, maybe someone named Sirius. On the other side, we've got the Great Tower, Preet Treep Twig, and then one last note from J.P. Maybe someone named James. Names are being scrambled, needs work. So that means all of the names on here are actually just being scrambled up. It's why they're so weird. So who knows, maybe you'd be able to unscramble them and figure out who's on the map. So there we go. That is a prototype Marauders map, basically is what it's themed to be. It's as if, you know, the Marauders map was in like early stages or something before the bugs were worked out. So that is everything in this box. It's an amazing box. I'm so happy with every single item that came. Even though I knew what was in the box, it's so amazing to see it in person and like hold it in my hands. I've already gone into a lot of details about most of these items, so we're just gonna take a quick look at the cheat sheet and give credit where credit is due. So the Wittershins catalog, all of the boxes, the Metamorph Mixture label, the Umbridge pin, and then the magical map. Those are all the things that I personally designed. Let's go over the other things that I did not. So the Vintage Joke Shop postcard right here was actually designed by J.P. Mistletoe. Very good job on that. And then the key, it was also designed by J.P. Mistletoe. Another wonderful job there. And then the Poltergeist Repellent is created by Alchemy for the Skin. Everything here is Wizarding Trunk exclusive. What did you guys think of this box? Because I loved it. And I know that I designed a lot of the like the packaging and stuff like that, but regardless, this is such a cool box. Lots of good stuff in here. Now, if I had to pick a favorite, I can't really. Since I designed the Umbridge pin, we'll go with the Biting Boomerang because I did not design this. Man, I don't know. The potion's really neat, although, like I said, the color isn't my favorite. I don't really like the brown, I guess. It looks brown. And as promised, here is the Autofill Quill Printable, which you can use to make packaging for your Autofill Quill if you'd like. So I printed mine on this cardstock stuff that I got, but you can easily just print this on regular sized cardstock. It doesn't have to be this. This is just like a bit thicker stuff that I had sitting around, and I thought this would be nice for it. So the first thing we need to do is use a cutting mat. And I will use a ruler and X-Acto knife to cut this out. I'm going to go over it a few different times just to make sure that it's through that thick cardstock. And we're going to want to make 2 more cuts on this. There's going to be one right here along this side of that diamond, and then one right here along this side of the diamond. And that'll allow the quill to sort of slip inside that. Now you can take like a pencil or something and just sort of kind of bend that out a little bit so that you don't rip it trying to get your quill in there. We can slide the quill through. Careful not to poke your finger. And there's our autofill quill to match the one inside of the catalog. Honestly, this autofill quill with the new packaging is, you know, one of my favorites in here. I am sorry, but I have to say it. I think that makes this just look like a cooler item. The packaging just looks better. I gotta say it. And look, it matches with everything else in the box now. So that's that, guys. Let me know what you think of this and also everything else in the box. Let me know what your favorites were. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll have the next unboxing coming up after this one, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.